Hey, how's it going guys? Welcome back for another TOS video. So today we're back with another brand new ultimate stage. Now this is the second ultimate stage from the Pili Puppet series. Alright, so achievement, we're gonna go for all of it right in this video. So first and foremost, we're gonna go for light only and human only. So the team I'm gonna feature will be King Arthur. Right, so it's been a while since I played King Arthur, right? And you can see team members are different, right? And then it's a bit of mix and match of the new cards, right? So let's take a look here. So battle 1, we have our craft fully charged for us, right? That is a very good thing because I'm just gonna move ahead with the battle, right? No storing needed here, right? So usually when I store is mostly because I want to charge the craft, or I have some sort of cards that I want to get ready before the next few battles, right? But in this case, let's just move on. Okay, battle 2, we have Necromata with this vortex runes, right? So you need to start with the green vortex, and then you can start spinning, and you have to end at the red vortex, right? That's all the requirement needed. And then, yeah, Necromata here hits quite have quite a big amount of damage, right? So try to heal up every round. You can see 9.8k, right? I have a very not a very bulky setup here, right? Which is why I have to heal up every round, if not I am dead. Okay, so let's take a look at our team members here. We have Magni and Mogni, right? We have what's this guy's name? Constantine, yeah, Constantine. And then we have the brand new SM from not too long ago, Pili Puppet series as well. And then we have Sang from the Collision, yep, Collision there, right? I think it's a very good card for Arthur, right? For this Sang card, I think it's pretty much built for Arthur team. Okay, so anyway, battle 3, we have Tsuchi-Gumo here, power release Tsuchi-Gumo with enchanted shield. That's all for now. Okay, so we have 3 turns before he kind of kills us. So let's try to rack up enchanted runes every single round, right? You do not want to miss a turn of attack here, right? That's gonna cost you quite a bit. So at this point of time, you can see I'm just slowly chipping off his HP all the way until he hits CD1, right? Number 1 is to charge your up your card's CD, right? Next is to chip off as much HP as possible and then go for Dragonic Compulsion. Right, here is to confirm the kill, right? You do not want to go in Dragonic Compulsion straight away and then end up not killing Tsuchi-Gumo. Right, so when Tsuchi-Gumo's at half bar, is most definitely we're gonna kill it. Right, so I brought in an Amulet of Reflection Craft. Right, this is for me to clump up as much light runes as possible, and Amulet of Reflection Craft is the best at doing that. Right, Tsuchi-Gumo is gonna mask your runes after its defeat, which is why I say Enchanted Shield for now. So here comes the aftermath, right? We have next battle, we have 20 accumulative shield for light runes, right? Which is why I store up light runes, and then with this, we're definitely gonna break the 20 light shield here, right? So upon breaking it, it should be relatively easy to take down the first HP bar, right? So first HP bar actually lock down your members as well, so there's no convert. So which is why you make use of the compulsion or the craft to kind of rack up the runes that you need. Okay, so next is gonna electrify light runes, right? And then we have double hit. That's all. So he's at CD3, right? If you manage to kill him off at the first attempt back there, right? And then after that, you should be very comfortable at this second HP bar, because 3 turns is a very long time for you to take this guy down, right? This guy don't have a lot of HP, right? Which is why I say you can pretty much take him down in 3 turns. Okay, so one thing to note is, notice that Sang is ready, and then I forgot to activate it, right? You can activate it whenever it's ready, because there is no neutralize and reset in this stage whatsoever. Right, so next up we have Satan, which is gonna lock down God, right? Racism for God. For every God member you have an increased attack, I think. Right, so running full human team here, so not a very big threat to me, right? But nonetheless, 12k damage, right? Which is why I'm like, oh, 12k. Okay, let's do some bursts here. Right, so at this point of time, I realized, okay, I did not activate Sang. Let's just activate him. And so Sang gives you ×2 light human attack, all the way until you do not dissolve the first batch of light runes, right? Which is very easy for Arthur because it's just these 3 light runes on the board that you have to dissolve, right? And then with that you get ×2 light human attack every turn until you do not fulfill that condition. Right, so boss time, we have 98 turns of 3-second movement time. Right, on top of that we have combo op shield, right? Our worst nightmare last time. Right, so fortunately this combo op shield is excluding sky drop, right? So first batch only, and you can see HP wise not a lot, right? The main problem here will be your reduced movement time, which is why you have to be very careful here. You can see I spin 4 combos, but there is 5 ops, right? So I kind of miscounted there, so there goes 1 turn, right? Which is a very fortunate thing, to be honest, that I made that mistake because my craft isn't ready, right? So that 1 extra turn actually give me enough time to charge up my Dragonary craft, right? And then take down the first HP bar. Okay, so second HP bar is a lockdown for demons, right? So basically a god and demon lockdown in this stage, right? More demons in your team, the higher the attack, but nonetheless still a big skull there. So activate Arthur, right? So at this point of time I'm looking at my Sang's active skill, right? If I activate Constantine, there goes the Sang active skill, right? It's going to get pushed off the screen. But I think that Constantine damage buff is more than enough to cover up Sang's buff there, right? Together with the SM card, which is going to launch an extra attack for every light rune, dark rune, and hard rune that we dissolve, right? So you can see here, I should have split that set of dark runes there, but I didn't have time. Okay, so but it's okay. So Dragonic Compulsion is up. Activate Dragonic Compulsion. Right, so I would say for this SM card that I'm carrying here, for him to launch like maybe a two extra attacks or 3 extra attacks, it should be more than sufficient to take down the boss. Right, this boss have second HP bar is pretty bulky in terms of HP. Right, so you can see here, kind of launch like four extra hits, right? And then manage to take down the second HP bar. Second HP bar is very bulky, so make sure you burst it down fully. Right, so that's it for 2 achievements, Mono Earth, Mono Light as well as Mono Human. Right, so meanwhile, this is my first clear. Right, so you can see there is no completed or whatsoever. It's a brand new stage, and then I managed to take it down with Arthur team. Right, so you can see light only, human only, done. So with this, let's take a look at the new card. So this is a very new addition to Elf race. Sorry. So explode all non-hard, right, to deal 20,000 dark damage to all enemies regardless of defense. That's the most important part, right? Regardless of defense, because this is something exclusive to Elf now. I mean exclusive to Dragons Fawn, right? So now Elf have this active skill in which maybe Lucy can use it, or any sort of Elf team in the future. Alright, so with this, I'm gonna get ready for the second achievement team. I'll be right back. Alright, so sorry about my voice just now. I think I have quite a lot of phlegm. Alright, so second achievement of the day, or third achievement of the day, right? 2 or more attributes. Right, so here I tried out a Druid team and it runs perfectly. Alright, if you want to go for a farm team, you can use this team. Right, I'll say this team is quite strong against this ultimate stage. Right, so first and foremost, first battle, right, as I mentioned earlier, we have a fully charged craft now. Right, so here is basically trying to get your active skill up as fast as possible. Right, of course, farm your CD on just 1 mob, right, kill the rest off. So we have a relatively fast charge here, Boysiana. We have Boysiana at CD6, right? You have Yun Yang and Fury that's going to come out at CD8, which is okay because we have Boysiana's damage to back us up as we move from CD6 to CD8. 2 turns. Right, so and then recovery for Aloha and Dodo is extremely strong. You can see 24,000 recovery. Alright, you don't really get that amount of recovery for Beast team last time. Okay, so it's a very, very good team to try out. Right, so next up we are at Nekomata once again with the Vortex runes. So here, I think damage is gonna be very, very juicy once Boysiana kicks in. Right, Boysiana 1.8 damage. Right, so Boysiana is pretty much like the meteor of the Druid or the Beast team. Right, literally 1.8. Yeah, we're very close to a ×2 multiplier there. Okay, so we're gonna spend a few rounds here, right? Which is not a problem. We can slowly, so you can see Yun Yang is up as well as Fury or Dodo as well. Right, so the reason why I don't on Yun Yang now is because of the amount of heart runes, right? It's uneven. So if I were to dissolve that, there was 5 heart runes there just now. So if I were to dissolve all 5, there's going to be 1 enchanted heart runes awkwardly lying around somewhere. Right, so here you can see there is 6 heart runes. So this is where I activate Yun Yang. So I dissolve 3/3, so there won't be any incoming sort of awkward heart rune somewhere. Right, so you can see here we have a decent amount of Earth Rune Sky Drop. Right, so here we activate Dragonic Compulsion once again. Right, remembering Tsuchi-Gumo will actually mask your entire board upon its defeat. Right, so here try to store up as much light runes as possible. Right, so here notice instead of a full light board, right, I have to stock up a bit of Earth Runes as well, right, to actually keep the Fury active skill going. Right, Fury, if you do not dissolve Earth Runes for 1 turn, right, the effect goes off. Right, so it's very important to maintain that one. So you can see we have not quite broken the 20 light shield, accumulative shield. So we're just gonna store here for a while. Right, so within 1 or 2 turns you should be able to break the light accumulative shield. So which is now, I think. Right, so once you break the shield, it's very easy to take down this stage because of our damage output. Okay, so now we're in a very awkward position, right, because of the electrifying runes. So basically it's going to electrify the light rune positions. Right, so here I activated Aloha because I see, okay, Boysiana's effect is off already, so we're just going to use Aloha. So with this 8-second movement time, right, we should be able to align all the electrifying runes and get rid of them within 1 turn. Right, so next comes in the double hit, but then we're not going to get any more electrified runes, which is good. Right, so at this point of time I activate Boysiana once again, and within 1 more spin we are good to go. Okay, so moving on, battle 5 out of 6. So we're back here at Satan. Right, Satan's gonna lock gods, so Druid team is not affected in any way. Right, so here basically it's just you can store here actually for Druid team. So here, with the amount of buff, right, that you have, you should be able to take Satan down in 1 hit. Right, but I do not have sufficient runes, so doesn't matter. 2 turns, take it down. You can see I'm comfortably recovering back to full HP every round. Okay, so you can see now this is the problem, right? The 98 turns of time down comes in and push my Fury damage buff out of the screen. So here, what I did is to just play around with the Orb Shield first. We'll settle the Orb Shield first, followed by whatever debuff that we have missed. Right, so with the buff, with a few buffs still going on, it's very easy to take down first HP bar. Right, just meet the amount of combos, and then we're done. So here you can see we have no skull here, right, as compared to the other team. So here I just do a flick on the board, so we do not dissolve anything. So that wash Fury active skill off, that wash Dodo's active skill off. Right, so we turn them back on, and that's gonna push the time down debuff off the screen. Right, and then we have our buff back again. Yay! So here, on Mufasa as well. Right, we forgot about Mufasa there. So here is definitely to confirm the kill. Draconic Compulsion, activate. Right, so I think Compulsion is not needed, right? Because Mufasa's damage is gonna downright overpower this boss, right? But just to make sure, activate Compulsion, right? Since we're at this point of the battle already, we do not want to fail the stage. So we are back at full HP, and then that's definitely gonna take down the boss, right? Mufasa's dealing like what, 113 million damage, I think, if I didn't see that wrongly. And that's game for this entire ultimate stage. Right, so this is pretty much a warm-up before the main battle next week. Right, next week's ultimate stage is gonna be very, very difficult. Right, just a heads up for you guys. Prepare your diamonds if you need. Right, so for this, that's all for my gameplay, right? Arthur gameplay as well as the Drake team, right? Hopefully you guys like the gameplay. So let's take a look at the craft that we just got, right? 3 achievement give us this Vague Remedy Amulet. So we have Defense Breaker, minus 80%, effect 1. We have Elf Recovery increased by 30%, that's good, alright? You can put that in a Diablo team. 3 random elf minus 2 CD, which is good as well. Right, so overall I think this can be used pretty much in a Diablo team. Alright, mostly in the Diablo team because you want to increase recovery, right, for the overheal shield, for any kind of overheal damage, right, and the defense breaker as well. Right, so with this, hopefully you liked the video. If you did, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.